So this is the story of Wrinkles and how we got him and how we rescued him, and just a little bit of his background, or at least all that I know of his background and his life before us. So Wrinkles was kind of not an accident. He was not a planned dog. My husband and I weren't necessarily looking for a dog. We had our black dog Cinder already. She was 6 months old at the time that we found Wrinkles, and we were just kind of laying in bed one night and decided to look at dogs and shelters because we knew we wanted to get a second dog eventually, but we weren't planning on getting one so soon. And we saw Wrinkles on a website for a shelter in California, and as soon as we saw his face, we knew that we had to go get him. I mean, he just was adorable, and we fell in love with him instantly. The next day, we called the shelter and made an appointment to go and see him. And we fell in love with him. He was huge. I remember when we first saw him, we were so freaked out about how big he was, because he was just a monster next to our 6-month-old puppy at the time. And trying to make a video about your brother. We brought him home and found out very, very early on that he had horrible separation anxiety. But other than that, he was a fantastic dog. He got along great with our puppy, Cinder, at the time, and they were best friends. The crazy thing was, I think it was about a week after we had him, I had a random person reach out to me on Facebook Messenger and ask me, hey, were you the one that adopted Wrinkles? And I was like, what the heck? Like, who is this person? And how do they know that I adopted this dog? Well, come to find out, it was his previous owner. And she was super thankful that I rescued him, and that, you know, I didn't look past him because of his size and what type of dog he was. And so I started talking to her and kind of asking her, like, why he was put up for adoption, why he was in the shelter, why did they get rid of him. And she proceeded to tell me that he was badly abused by her mom's boyfriend or husband at the time. So she was a kid, not in control of what was going on, and he was being badly abused along with some of his siblings. And her mom and her decided that it was best for Wrinkles to be put up for adoption so he didn't have to be abused. And it just broke my heart, because she didn't necessarily want to get rid of him. You know, she loved him and took care of him when he was a puppy, but she was in a situation where, you know, he was being abused, and they didn't want to see him go through that anymore, so supposedly they got rid of him. And that is how I found out so much that I know. Like, that's why I know he was used for a bait dog, and the kind of abuse that he went through. So this guy would let other dogs attack Wrinkles, and he pretty much just got bullied and pushed around his whole life. They cut his ears and not his tail. Why, I don't know what the reason for that was, but he was very badly abused, and it took a lot for us to get him over his anxiety and get him used to my husband, honestly, because he had a horrible experience with men, so he was terrified of my husband for a long time. We've had him for 4 years now since we rescued him. He was 3 years old when we got him. He's going to be 8 this November. And we are so happy that we have him and that we were able to get him out of the shelter and get him to have a good life. Cinder, look out. Get him to have a good life with us. I know a lot of you guys see my yard and stuff, and it's not very big, but I assure you that these dogs are well taken care of and very spoiled and treated like children. Honestly, they are my children. I don't have any kids, me and my husband, so these are literally our children, and we love them to pieces. But yeah, he had a rough life. He was abused by men. He was a bait dog. He was abused by other dogs. When we got him, he had scars all over his face. The reason his eyes look the way that they do is he had what was called entropion, which is when the eyelids are like inverted, so they were curled in, and his eyelashes were constantly poking his eyeballs. So we had to give him surgery to fix that, and unfortunately it kind of left him with a little bit of a bloodhound look. His eyes are a little droopy compared to other cane corsos. Some people think that his eyes are injured, but they're not. They're completely healed, and he's not in any pain. His eyelashes are not poking him anymore. He's very happy, but he's our handsome boy, and we love him to pieces, and we're so thankful to have been able to rescue him and bring him home. There was several other people in line that wanted to take him, and the shelter picked us to take him and bring him home, so we're extremely thankful for that. Oh, Wrinkles, it's a big guy. Big guy. You good boy? Yeah. Yeah, we love him so much. And I just want to thank everybody again for all the subscribers and the followers and comments, the support. You guys are awesome. I did not expect to get 10,000 followers as quickly as I just did. I'm kind of still in shock. Yeah, it's honestly, it blows my mind. And I plan on making 2 other videos about Cinder and Zuko and how and where we got them. And if you guys have any other questions or comments or want to know anything else about my dogs or like day in the life, stuff like that, go ahead and leave comments. Let me know what you want to see, because I'm kind of new to this as far as making longer videos. I've just been posting shorts, so yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll do my best to make it happen. I hope you guys have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.